Hi everyone, for my project, I chose the topic of what is the San Andreas Fault, and my name is Lamberto Gomez Garcia. Um, so the main context and importance from which I found the San Andreas Fault interesting was primarily drawn because I'm curious of how this might impact us in the near future if we live in California, or how it can impact our state. In addition, my interest extended because of the first time I heard about the 1906 earthquake in San Francisco, which was one of the largest earthquakes to be caused by this fault. Um, my curiosity to learn more about this science behind the features was to gain a deeper understanding of this visual aspects. And lastly, like for the importance, I feel like it's interesting to learn about this specific topic because it's a very well known and dangerous fault in the whole world. Um, it could benefit us to take the opportunity to learn a little bit more about this uniqueness of the transform play boundary. Methods. The way I gathered my data was mainly by experts specialized in the San Andreas fault. Um, yeah, they pretty much performed studies on previous historic earthquakes caused by this fault. In which, yeah, so to get more technical, I just used Google Scholar research engine. And the data was mainly focused on measurements, activities, when eruption might happen, and the possible impact it could cause. So, where is the fault located? As you guys could see this picture right here, it has a clear visual of where it's located in the red. But it's located throughout the state of California. It's approximately 750 miles across, and it's divided in three sections. It's divided in the northern, which is up here, southern, which we are, and then southern is LA. San Andreas Fault is a transform plate located in the Pacific plate in the Northern American plate. So they fall in together. So for the crust and plate boundary, the San Andreas Fault is identified as a continental right lateral strike slip transform fault. Um, as a transform plate boundary, it means that there are two tectonic plates slide past each other, and then slide movement means the plate will slide side by side. This will affect the outer layer of the Earth. Measurements. So once again, yeah, it's about 750 miles across the state of California, and it starts, yeah. So we could say from LA, Northern California, to I'm sorry, Southern California to Northern California coast up in Eureka. Um, it could go up to a few miles wide, just a few feet wide, depending. Deepness, it could reach about 10 to 30 miles into the Earth's crust. Levels of stress. So the strength of the crustal stress that could possibly impact the San Andreas Fault is about 100 to 160 MPa, averaging the shear stress from the crust. The stress accumulation is mainly due to the constant movement between the Pacific and North American tectonic plates. In other words, the plates slide past each other about 35 to 50 millimeters per year. A little bit of the historic side of this of past earthquakes is this 1906 San Francisco earthquake It happened in April 18 of 1906. Uh, so the magnitude was 7.8, which is pretty high. It impacted the northern section of the San Andreas Fault. Um, Over 3,000 people were killed, and about 80% of San Francisco was pretty much destroyed and damaged. The fault slides hard up to 20 feet in some areas. And then 1971 San Fernando earthquake, which occurred in February 19th. So this earthquake was not directly impacted by the San Andreas Fault, but it occurred in the same tectonic region with similar forces. It occurs in a smaller fault called Sierra Madre Fault, layer near and parallel to the San Andreas. So San Andreas Fault is a major boundary between the plates, but it isn't only fault under pressure. This was 6.6, and then 65 people were killed. And as you guys can see here, like some freedom bridges collapsed. So I would have thought like more people would have died, but yeah, still a good amount. So I think we've all heard about a little bit of the big one, or like refer the San Andreas rupture as like the big one as a prediction. So our expectations for this big one, in quotes, could be a magnitude of 7.8 or larger earthquake. This is mainly specified specifically to occur along the southern section of the segment of the fault, which is LA area. The rupture length would be about 200 miles, and the main areas affected would be Los Angeles, Orange, Riverside, San Bernardino, San Diego, and Ventura. And some damages or some human economy impacts would be about 1,800 deaths, 50,000 injuries, and a loss of about $213 billion. So chances for this to occur as a big one, so they've been according to some of the articles I was reading, it tracked that the ruptures that this fault ruptures every like 150 to 300 years, and there hasn't been one like strong one since 1857, and expected duration of the shaking is predicted to take up to 2 minutes. Sorry, I was still on the other slide. Mindset. There was something that really caught my attention. Was a potential risk of 72% in having 6.7 or larger earthquake, and mainly hitting San Francisco area by year 2043, and a 19 chance in placed for Los Angeles in the same year, 2043. This risk is more into the San Francisco area, as we could see. And in conclusion, the San Andreas Fault is a major and serious transform boundary in California that plays a key role in tectonic activity between the Pacific and North American plates. Having it stretching about 750 miles through the Earth's crust, it carries significant earthquake risk, especially in its highly stressed southern section. Based to the centuries of build-up pressure, scientists warn that a powerful event known as a big one could occur in a few decades from now. Understanding this fall is in all seriousness for earthquake preparation and safety in California. The quiet tension in regards to the fault is a powerful reminder that California is on the edge of a sleeping giant. And these right here are some of my references, which I got my information. Yep. And exam questions that I kind of came up with was number one, please explain the importance of a San Andreas fault and how it affects the state of California. Number two, what is the big one and what are the predicted effects of a major San Andreas fault rupture on Southern California in terms of magnitude, location, and human impact? Number three, what were the main differences between the 1906 San Francisco earthquake and the 1971 San Fernando earthquake? Yeah. So thank you guys for listening, and this would be it. I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you.